Ali from Palau, Bula from Fiji, Hafade from Guam, Mariana Islands, Yakwe from the Marshall Islands, Yorana from Tahiti, Kiora from New Zealand, Kia Yorana from the Cook Islands, Malolele from the Kingdom of Tonga, and Talofa from the islands of Samoa. It is good to see everybody back today, and you are here on the School Talk Story with Dr. T show, also known as the Ukulele Dad show. But I am he, Dr. T, also known as Ukulele Dad. But it's good to see everybody, and thank you for again joining us today. And this show is brought to you by the National Pacific Islander Education Network, also known as NPINE. That's a long name, huh? Yeah, it's good to see everybody. And we hope that you'll stay with us because some like to disappear when we have Talk Story. But again, good to hear from everyone. But let me just share a few things with you today. And as you can tell, today we are talking about Aotearoa, or also known as New Zealand in English, and kia ora to all of my Maori friends there in Aotearoa and all over. Yeah, I met one here in Lakewood the other day. It's amazing. But this is again the wonderful flag. And let me show you a very nice map there of the islands. So this is a great time to talk about. Again, let's talk about the islands of Aotearoa. So there are two main islands. You can see here's the big one and the small one, the North and the South Island. And the capital of Aotearoa is known as Wellington. And the largest city is Auckland. And there are 5 million inhabitants on the islands. And the languages they speak are Maori as well as English. And some others too, but those are the main languages. It is east of Australia, south of the islands of New Caledonia, Fiji, and Tonga. And 16.5% of the population are Maori, 15.1% are Asian, and then the rest of the population, a little over 8% are other Pacific Islanders, and then over 70% are Europeans. So that is the population. 1947, Aotearoa became independent of England. They became known as New Zealand. But that is a little more about, again, this fantastic country of Aotearoa. But let me see here. Also, before I forget, we wish everybody a happy Easter because that's coming up. All right. But it is time now, everybody. Let us take a look at some of our announcements we have here. And before I forget, just wanted to give a shout out to the city of Lakewood. We had the older adult volunteer recognition ceremony yesterday, luncheon. So, yep, I'm old and a volunteer, so I got an award. But we were pleased to recognize Madam Gail Noel. Yeah, there's Madam Gail, and she is a fantastic, again, supporter of the city of Lakewood and tries to help so many out there. So good work, Gail. Yeah, they even gave us a certificate. Yeah, look at that. Yep, it's good to, again, be with everybody out there in the community. Now, this is also our flag from Aotearoa. But let me go over a few announcements here. So don't worry, we won't go over too many, but, but it is important because we need to, again, stay connected out there. All right. But the big thing we have starting already is our golf tournament. So let me take you to that announcement here. And again, thanks to everybody who has already signed up that will be participating. We have 7.5 teams. These are all of our many major sponsors as well as our T-Sign sponsors. And Yeah, K Co is another one. You should be up here under T sign. Sorry, K. But yep, that is what's happening. It's already started and we'll finish up on Monday. That will be the in-person game will be at Recreation Park in Long Beach. But that is basically what I wanted to bring to your attention here on our website. Another important thing is June the 13th is the deadline to sign up for all of these different awards here. So we have our student awards, Christina Diaz, and then our Sevilla Ma'ai Educator Award, Dr. Aloha Tanuvasa Community Award, and then the Sala Awelua Counselor Award. And then finally, the Henry Kamai Attendance Award for students with good attendance. So make sure you pay attention to that announcement. Very important. Yep, these other things take some time to read through all that, everybody. We know you can do it. Okay. But I think that's it for that. Let's take a peek here over at Facebook one more time. Okay. Yeah, sadly, I can't make it this Saturday, but we do have coming up a beach cleanup. It will be at Dockweiler Beach, and this coming Saturday is the last one. So if you can attend, that would be fantastic, everybody. But yep, I got to run this morning at the Dills Park in Paramount, California. Good to be back. Ran along the LA River, too. Some other things that are happening on this coming Saturday. In Tacoma, Washington, they're having the Samoan Ribbon and Money Lay Workshop, number 2. So take a look at that. Yeah, this is our new banner that Gene created for this show. Nice. And this Tuesday, we had 8 musicians come out for our ukulele class at the Ohana Hawaiian Barbecue in the city of Lakewood. So good to see everybody. Good to see the big boss, Gil, was there. All right. And then for our Empine e-news, Krispy Kreme is over, but we thank everybody that did support us for Krispy Kreme. Take a look here at the Island Grad ceremony, everybody. And Safe Schools Conference, read about that. I did mention about our Scholars Awards, information about immigration, which I'll be going over here in a minute. Yep, LA Island Radio, always great to see them. And this is the latest from Pip and SoCal Pickard. Yep, measles is a problem right now for everybody. But we have several birthdays, so I am going to switch to those here in a second. But just let me make sure we got through all of our announcements here. Yeah, here's another one, the Talanoa series with Dr. Palaitia. No, Palaita. Yeah, it's kind of hard to read the name from here. But that would be a good one to take a look at there. It'll be on May the 12th. Yeah, Dr. Palaita. Yeah, I can read her name better now. Okay, and here's another good one. The Chamorro Day is taking place June 21st, also in the state of Washington, everybody. Yep, I think that might be it on announcements. But again, thanks everybody for all your support. And we are going to take some time here to do our birthday song for a couple of our friends here. So let me see who we got here on the birthday cue. Yeah. All right, let's see who we were singing happy birthday to. So we got Daryl Jackson, one of our fantastic golfers and supporters. Aaron Stipple, another fantastic golfer. Fran Fomai, she is a very seasoned in many different topics, but especially helps us with mental health. Cousin Nancy Alpiu Levasa. Sarah Tolapai, the wife of Alin Tolapai. We just saw him in Utah. Dr. Gabriela Maffei, the superintendent of the Garden Grove Unified School District in California. Diane Pagenkopf, the wife of Dennis Pagenkopf. And finally, Chirico Toilolo. So we are going to do our birthday song for them, everybody. You ready? Hey, hey, happy birthday. Okay, everybody. Well, good. I want everybody to get ready because now it is ukulele class time. And if you lost the music, it is here in this Facebook group right here. So just take a look at that and you'll be able to find your music. But get out your instrument and let's get ready to do some playing here, everybody. Okay. But our first song we're going to work on, well, actually our only song, is called Michael Row the Boat Ashore, everybody. So that is today's song. So everybody get ready. Okay, here we go. So we've got 3 chords that we're going to take a look at today. So let me share them with you. The first one is known as the C chord. And again, this is where you put your fingers on the instrument. So your third finger goes on string number 4. So you see string 1, 2, 3, and 4. Each of them has a name. So the string 1 is called G, string 2 is C, string 3 is E, string 4 is A, G, C, E, A, or also known as My Dog Has Flea. So your third finger is on string 4, fret number 3, everybody. Okay, so that is what we have here. Okay, our light seems to be moving funny there. Okay, so again, your third finger is on string 4, fret number 3, and let's strum it. Strum, we go like this, down, up. Okay, so down, up, down, that's a strum. I use my thumb, but you can use whatever you want to use there. So that's, again, the C chord. Down, up, 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 down, and up. You did it. Okay. The next one then is the F chord, everybody. Let's take a look at the F. So your first finger for the F is on string 3, fret 1. And the frets, again, this is the section of the instrument. So each of them is called a fret. And then your second finger is on fret 2, string 1. Kind of forms an angle there, everybody. So let's try it. First finger is on string 3, fret 1. Second finger is on string 2. I'm sorry, string 1, fret 2. So here we go. That's F. So we have C with the third finger, F with first and second. And now finally, this is the harder of the chords, but I think you can get it. You're a smart group. So this is called the G7 chord. So your first finger is on string 3, second is on string 2, and third is on string 4. So again, first finger string 3, second string 2, and third is on string number 4, everybody. All right, so here we go. First finger string 3, second string 2, third string 4. Here we go. Good. So let's do it, everybody. So if you look in your music there, again, this is Michael Row the Boat Ashore, a traditional spiritual sung by the Highwaymen. Okay. So we go introduction. If you look there, it says C, there's a 2 there. That means you strum it twice. So we have C, 2, G7, 2, C, 2, 3, you did it. So that's pretty much how the song goes. You're going to be doing C, F, C, G7 every now and then. So look at the last line of the conclusion there. It says RIT, that means slow down. So we have C, 2, 3, 4, F, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, G7, 2, and C. That's your ending of single strum there. All right, everybody, good. So let's get ready. This is a little bit of a long song for those of you that are just starting, but you can do it, everybody. Okay. Again, Michael rowed the boat ashore. Some of you remember there were many islands off of the coast of the United States, off of South Carolina and that area. And on these islands, there lived many of the slaves, but luckily, one day the slaves woke up and all of the masters were gone. So this is the road to freedom there. Yeah, that's what this is. Okay. So here we are. C, C, G7, C. One more time. C, G7, C. Michael rowed the boat ashore. Hallelujah. Michael rowed the boat ashore. Hallelujah. Michael's boat's a music boat. Hallelujah. Michael's boat's a music boat. Hallelujah. Verse 3. Sister, help to trim the sail. Hallelujah. Sister, help to trim the sail. Hallelujah. Jordan River's chilly and cold. Hallelujah. Chills the body, not the soul. Hallelujah. Rivers deep and rivers wide. Hallelujah. Milk and honey on the other side. Hallelujah. Michael rowed the boat ashore. Hallelujah. Michael rowed the boat ashore. Hallelujah. Michael rowed the boat ashore. Hallelujah. Slow down. Michael rowed the boat ashore. Hallelujah. Hey, very good job. So again, this is a song I think that you can get it. You know, not a lot of chords, but keep working on it, and you will be more than fantastic. Okay. Now, it is the favorite time that everybody likes. We're going to do a little more talk story, and this is what we call our school talk story, or self-care talanoa, we call it. Yeah, self-care talanoa. So I am going to share some music as well as some thoughts with you here at this time. But again, this is a good time to get nice and relax and do some nice deep breathing in there. All right. But let me share the following with you. I'll put this up here in the chat. Yeah, this information is very helpful because every now and then we need to chat with somebody. But we have the 317 HOPE. This is a live chat. And then we have our 415-609-20. Let me see. It looks like it cut off, huh? Yeah, let me find that again here. Yeah, it looks like our number was cut off. I don't know what happened. Well, that happens sometimes, everybody, right? Okay. So let's try this one more time. Yeah, that looks better. So calhope.org, that is our live chat. And then this 833 number, you can call CalHope to chat with a human there. And then you can also call the Pacific Islander Wellness Initiative at the 415 number. And friends, we'll learn a little bit later. If things aren't looking too good at all, just call the Lifeline. Just 3 numbers, 988. All right, well, today's topic is on rest, and then I'm going to play another song for you. But this is the time to, again, take some nice deep breaths through the stomach and get nice and stretched out. Yeah, breathe in deep and out. And in deep again and out. Nice and relaxed, everybody, as I read the following. So rest is the name of our topic. And there are times, definitely, when we are most tired, and it seems to coincide when we have a lot to do, a lot on our plates, as they call it. But when we are exhausted, we're not really operating at our best self. So what we need to do, even though it's kind of hard sometimes, we need to find some time to rest during our busy days. And it's in these moments that we need to relax, refresh, and revitalize our spirits. Yeah, I used to do this when I was working full time. I'd take some time every day to rest, and I'd go sit in the park. So that is what I recommend for all of you, everybody. And let me see, we are going to do our next song. This is another song to help you rest. And this song is by the great ukulele artist Is, and it is called The White Sandy Beach. Yes, White Sandy Beach. So you can do it, everybody. Get some rest. So here we go. Oh, I think I'm running over my certificate. Yep, I just ran over. Okay, here we go. Here we go. So imagine you are on the white sandy beach of the island of Hawaii, or I was on the island of Catalina last week. Very sandy. Okay, here we go. I saw you in my dream. We were walking hand in hand on a white sandy beach of Hawaii. We were playing in the sun. We were having so much fun on a white sandy beach of Hawaii. Sound of the ocean soothes my restless soul. Sound of the ocean rocks me all night long. Those hot long summer days, lying there in the sun on the white sandy beach of Hawaii. Sound of the ocean soothes my restless soul. Sound of the ocean rocks me all night long. Last night in my dream, I saw your face again. We were there in the sun on the white sandy beach of Hawaii. On the white sandy beach of Hawaii. that was again White Sandy Beach. All right. Yeah, I feel more relaxed now after that. All right, everybody. Now, next we're going to do another little reflection here. This is part of our school talk story and our self-care talanoa. But let me share the following information with you because I think we need it. Okay. So, again, this is our chart we bring up every week. So I hope you've all memorized it by now. But this is our stress level chart. So ask yourself, where am I at on this stress level chart? Am I green, yellow, orange, or red? And if you are red, again, you need to get help immediately or call the 988 number because we're very worried about you, my friends. Yep, you're all our friends. But let me share this next thought with you. And this one is what we call, let me see. It is called getting some help. Okay. And this is all part of our theme, providing strength to others. And I mention this because sometimes we feel like we need to do everything, but we don't. Call on the entire village to help. So here is the myth, everybody. Okay. The myth is, if I help at all, they will always become dependent on me. Oh no. So as you serve others, set healthy boundaries to make sure you care for yourself, your family, and small and simple acts of aloha have power in others' lives. So don't be afraid to invest time and aloha or love in others, everybody. So again, we may worry they might become dependent, but it's all worth it, everybody. And if you just run out of time, just tell them, I've got to do this today, but I'll be back. Aotearoa, everybody. Don't forget. All right. Well, this next song, because Easter is coming up this Sunday, and in the Jewish faith, they just celebrated the Passover, everybody. But this is an Easter parade song, is what it's called, Easter parade. So just imagine yourself on Fifth Avenue in New York, everybody. So that's what this song is about. Here we go. In your Easter bonnet, with all the frills upon it, you'll be the grandest lady in the Easter parade. I'll be all in clover, and when you look me over, I'll be the proudest fellow in the Easter parade. On the avenue, Fifth Avenue, the photographers will snap us, and you'll find you're in the photographer. If I could write a sonnet about your Easter bonnet and of the girl I'm taking to the Easter parade. On the avenue, Fifth Avenue, the photographers will snap us, and you'll find you're in the photographer. If I could write a sonnet about your Easter bonnet and of the girl I'm taking to the Easter everybody. And again, happy Easter. Yeah, one day we'll have to go to the Fifth Avenue and play our song there. All right, everybody. Well, it is now time for our school talk story. So let me share a few things with you today. All right, so here we go. Well, this first item, this is what we've been working on the last few weeks. So I just wanted to again mention it briefly, and we'll come back next time to talk some more about this. But again, this is about they're trying to basically dissolve the Department of Education there. And so again, we've talked about all the many things that the Department of Education does. So as you write to or speak to your legislators, just let them know we really need help because they administer financial aid, student loans. They provide grants for college research. And this one's very critical. Support for our homeless students, the McKinney-Vento Act. The Office for Civil Rights is very important because this is the office that protects discrimination against students because of race, gender, or disability. So very worried again about our students served under special education. The IDEA, very, very important. We may lose some of our instructional assistants now that help students. We talked about Title I that supports our low-income families, especially meals. But these are just some things, again, that we need all of you to support and speak to your legislators about. We just don't think that they can really do this because it does require congressional action, everybody. So that was the first thing I wanted to share. And then this next one I wanted to share, let me see. Yeah, this one here. This is something that's new. It's called Immigration and Schools. Let me see if I can make this a little bigger here. Okay. Yeah, that might help. Okay. Yeah, good. So again, I wanted to discuss this topic, immigration and schools, because schools truly must be a safe haven, and they are. So we've shared this with you on the NPine website as well as on our e-news, but this is information from our friends from the Asian American Advancing Justice Group, also the Department of Education, as well as the Los Angeles County Office of Education. This just tells you about your rights and how to keep ICE out of the schools. And this is some information about the Red Card, which is the Immigration Preparation Toolkit. Let's see if I can open that up here. Okay. Hey, that's it. So that's your Red Card Immigration Preparation Toolkit. So a lot of good information. This is in multiple languages here. But everybody, again, take a look at that. So let us look now at the following. I wanted to share this article, which was by Teresa Liu. This was in the Long Beach Press-Telegram newspaper on April the 11th, 2025, and I'm sure you probably saw it in other publications as well. But Superintendent of the Los Angeles Unified School District, also known as LAUSD, Alberto Carvalho, he was very, very, again, concerned because some federal agents tried to access 2 elementary school campuses in South Los Angeles recently. And Superintendent Carvalho, he has some personal experience in this because he said he came again to America as a former undocumented teenager. So, so that is very, very important to know that the superintendent did come here. And he says, if I am to represent who I am and what I became in this country, I have to do it in a way that honors the humanity and dignity of those who are currently in the same exact condition, decades after I was in that predicament. So he said, I would put my job on the line in the protection of our students and our workforce. Yep, very, very, very sad. And again, the superintendent has firsthand experience in this. And he said that 5 individuals were targeted at the schools, but the principals of the schools were very smart. They did not confirm or deny that the 5 were students, because that would be an abuse of FERPA, FERPA. So FERPA is the Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act. So yeah, they can't release this information, okay? And he did again confirm that these students that they were looking for were at his schools, but again, no information was released. So that again is FERPA. So let us write that out. The Family Educational, make sure I get it right here, Rights and Privacy Act. Okay. And that's very, very important. We just can't release this information. So parents, please know that your students are going to be good there at school. All right. Also, we heard some comments from Representative Judy Chu from Pasadena. And she said that schools should be safe spaces to learn and thrive, not target sites for Donald Trump's out-of-control deportation squads. So, yep, she was very, very upset about this, was Congressmember Judy Chu. And it's also interesting to note that because of these concerns, schools have reported their attendance is down. And we are, again, an organization that we believe school attendance is very important. And it's all because of these investigations. And the Denver Public Schools, they sued the Department of Homeland Security, alleging that the change in policy had caused a drop in attendance and forced schools to divert resources. Yep, very, very sad, my friends. So, again, I wanted to bring this up. And if you have any questions, again, confer with your school principal or other resources at the school. And again, we need to stay in this together, everybody, because for some reason, they seem to be going after all the immigrants. It's very strange, friends, because if you think about it, we all immigrated to America at one point. Yeah. All right. Well, let me share with you again our final Aloha song of the day. And let me see. I'm going to find some of our closing slides here. Well, again, we wish everyone a very, very happy Easter to all of you. And from Aotearoa, New Zealand, we say kia ora. Great to talk to you about all of them. Also, I don't know if I mentioned on this program, but I went to the concert of let me move my head here. But this is the Ukulele Orchestra of Great Britain. Yeah, I got to see them in concert there. So nice to see all of them. Very nice people. They look tired, though, in this picture. But yes, it truly was great to see all of them in action there. But let me see. Next week, friends, let me just double check our calendar. Yes. But we will be back next week at our normal time, 12 p.m. Pacific time. We have no concerts at the Ohana Hawaiian Barbecue this week. Nothing going. Let me see. Yeah, I think that's about it. But we again wish all of you a very good Easter, a good Good Friday. And it's always a pleasure to be on this show with all of you. And again, I don't know if you see our flag, because yeah, from Aotearoa we say kia ora. And goodbye, they say, let me see, haerera. That's how you say goodbye in the Maori language. All right, so here we go. Aloha from Hawaii. Adios from Guam, Mariana Islands. Aloha from the Kingdom of Tonga. Airera from the Cook Islands. Airera from New Zealand. Aotearoa, our Maori friends. Yakwe from the Marshall Islands. Meikun from Palau. Mothe from Fiji. Nana from Tahiti. And Tofa from the islands of Samoa. Again, we will see all of you next week. And from New Zealand, we say haerera. And it is always a pleasure to see all of you on this program, everybody. Again, do me a favor, take some aloha to the world this day. Take care. Aloha.